Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, we're going to watch CREEPOZOIDS. Let's check it out. The year is 1998, 6 years after World War III, some nuclear disaster. This is a scientist buried somewhere in a lab, doing her scientist thing. Very scientifically. Don't open that door, scientist. Okay, in this post-apocalyptic world, there's several survivors, and here's a group of them, maybe 6 or so, including Linnea Quigley, who's part of the bunch. Although that's not her. There she is! Speaking of Linnea Quigley, she discovered some running water in a shower. Hasn't had one in years. I wonder what that's going to lead to. So yes, this band of survivors has found that bunker where that scientist was. Clearly there's nobody left alive. Ah yes, taking full advantage of that shower. Can't show you a lot because there's boobies here. They find a diary on the computer with a lot of revealing things, including no one suspects a thing, covered my tracks like a pro, the blood was a bitch to clean. Anyway, this dude is exploring. I don't know what the hell kind of room he found here. But it's the last room he's going to find. Then something happens to one of their own. It's never really explained what happened or why this happened to him. But this is the end of him. Ashland Gear.
Something in, not out. They built this to protect the outside from whatever they were doing in here.
Oh, great. They were doing some dipshit science project, worried about some damn germ getting away.
One of the dudes goes exploring. That just can't be a good idea. Linnea Quigley finds a body and freaks out. And this guy gets bit by a weird-looking giant rat. His buddies do come in and rescue him, though.
Don't touch it.
I want to check its protein.
And this guy gets attacked while he's at the computer. I don't know what the hell that is, but I guess it's a CREEPOZOID. Is Ashland Gear gonna take a shower? Shit. Another one of those goddamn giant rats interferes with a booby scene. They momentarily get away from the rat. But damn it, this means no nude scenes for Ashland Gear, and she was pretty too. This guy appears to be spitting up motor oil. That sounds like the Evil Dead if you listen closely. So that dude dies, but then the big monster shows up. Yeah, chicks on Ashland Gear, who's not dead, I guess. But she's a zombie. She avoids death by her friend, but she can't escape that big monster. This dude gets tossed by the big monster. Eventually pursues him again, and he's got this gigantic syringe I don't know what's in there, but apparently he thinks it can stop this thing. So dude limps away from the dead creature. Unbeknownst to him, though, the dead creature's giving birth to something else. It's a creature baby. Toss the baby. Anyway, he ends up choking the baby to death. And that's our film. But wait! Creepozoid baby is still alive. Can you say sequel? Alright, let's talk about CREEPOZOIDS. This is a movie that I had on a EP or EP Speed VHS tape. I think I got this off of cable actually, and then yeah, I had it in my collection all these years. I think I watched it maybe only one time, maybe in the mid-90s, and that's it. Nothing about this movie ever stood out to me that I ever wanted to see it again. I didn't remember anything about it. Literally nothing when I watched it today rung a bell at all. Now, if you read IMDb and read some of the reviews about it, they're not good at all. They're really bad. I must say, though, while it's not a good movie, I certainly didn't find it that bad as people think to see, or people seem to think it is. It's not good, like I said, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It takes place in 1998, 6 years after World War III, some sort of nuclear war that happened, and everything is just bombed out. And there's radiation in the air, acid rain, and there's some sort of laboratory set up. And inside this laboratory, some sort of creature breaks out and kills the people in the lab. Outside, in the real world, there are still there are post-apocalyptic survivors who are out there. And we have this band of 6 people, maybe, all in their mid-20s or so, led by Linnea Quigley, actually, and Ashlyn Gear, who, by the way, went on to do porn a few years later after this movie. Anyway, they're in this group with, like I said, 6 people, 7, I don't know. And they break into the lab. They find it, and they decide, you know what? This is not a bad place to stay in this post-apocalyptic world. We're free from the rain outside. We've got weapons. We're safe in here. There's a lot of food, so we're going to stay. So that's what they decide to do. Now, unbeknownst to them, of course, there's some creatures running around. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess they're called CREEPOZOIDS. What the CREEPOZOIDS are, though, are giant rats, really big giant rats, and some other sort of weird monster. And, of course, these monsters start picking them off one by one. We have some nude scenes in here. Linnea Quigley has a shower scene. Ashlyn Gear, like I said, went on to do porn, does not have a shower scene, actually. She doesn't have any nudity at all, which is too bad, because she was a pretty actress. Ultimately, there's like the survivor at the end, and he kills the creature, this big monster, but then this other monster, like this baby, is like born out of this thing, and that's kind of like the last scene in the movie. We see a close-up of this baby monster who comes out, which I guess leads us to believe there might be a CREEPOZOIDS 2 at some point. I don't know, but that actually never happened. So anyway, that's it. It's a very cheap film. It came out 1987, I think. It's very short, too, 72 minutes long, so it's an easy watch, and that probably helped quite a bit, actually. A little bit of nudity thrown in. I actually didn't, the effects were obviously very low budget, cheap, but I didn't think they were all that terrible, to be honest with you. There was some bloodletting, and I mean, the creature looked silly, but it actually wasn't as bad as some of the critics might seem to think it is. I don't know. I think it's a little better than what a lot of the IMDb people think, but it's still not good. But anyway, will I watch it again? Probably not, but whatever. Anyway, Full Moon put this thing out. It's available on DVD and Blu-ray. I got the Blu-ray here. I think it's pretty inexpensive, maybe 11, 12 bucks or so. So you could do worse. It's basically, yeah, that's about it. Anyway, check it out. It's CREEPOZOIDS. Curious if anybody else has seen this thing. I'm sure you have. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think about it. Watch it. Bye.